All right. Welcome in, everybody, to the Tuesday edition of Daily Bread. Coming at you live right at 6:05 on the East Coast. So that perfect time to lock in those plays 1 hour before first pitch. We missed the first game of the doubleheader, but we still got 15 games to run through. We appreciate all of you tuning in with us. The show is powered and sponsored by the Wise Guys Diamond Club. Be sure to be checking them out to jump on that package that runs until the NFL and college football season. We're live on Twitter. Make sure you give us that like, retweet, and follow there. But hop over to YouTube if you want to be commenting and be featured on the show. Day in, day out, we do it so we can all cash together, have a great time. So we appreciate all the comments from what you're dropping. If you agree, disagree with the play, your own insights, whatever you want to drop, Daily Bread has the best gambling community out there.
Yes, sir.
Sosa, it's a little bit later in the day, but I hope you had a good day today. It's going to be a stellar night as usual.
It went well. Last night went well. Today will go just as well because we're just out here trying to get the people the best plays available and just, win. That's the whole reason why we're here. Just win. And that's, it's going to continue to go that way.
Yes, sir. You hit one of your stolen bases prop, and then you cashed out on the O's on the first five there, which is a nice one.
And my single lean, Oakland first five, that was easy.
I was about to say I cashed with the Twins, and then my lean, the Rockies, man. I told you yesterday. I don't know what it was about that weird spot.
Why
They're probably gonna get trashed today, though.
That's why I made sure to stay away from it. I told y'all I'm a Dodger fan, but I was not on them yesterday for a reason.
One of the few times you weren't, and I didn't have the cojones to be locking in on the Rockies. It is what it is. But we'll be back live again tonight in 3 hours for the Sunday morning quarterbacks roundtable NFL edition. We got the new cast and crew from last week joining us since we have many analysts in the game. So be sure to be tapping in with us tonight at 9 p.m. because football is king. So we got to be talking about that.
Yes, sir. You know the deal. Let's. You ready to get it?
Yes, sir. Let's get into today's plays. MLB only. So perfect time for all of you that just tapped in. Give us that like on today's video on YouTube. Definitely helps us out. And you already know your sub. But if you aren't, hit that button as well.
Yes, sir.
Stolen base Sosa. But where are we starting off on today's card?
First play for me is going to be in the Red Sox Blue Jays game. I look for the game to go over. I think both teams should perform pretty well given the pitching matchup, given the bullpens that are available. I am on the Red Sox versus the Blue Jays over 9. Red Sox, from what I've heard, is missing some players due to COVID or not being vaccinated. So that's something to look out for. But I do believe that this game goes over 9 minus 115. First play of the day for me. Any thoughts? Concerns?
Nah, not with Waka and Stripling on the mound there. They're
Right.
both due to lay an egg so far this season. I mean, the Red Sox just win and Waka starts. That's the biggest thing. They're 9-3 so far when he started. Stripling has been solid over his past 3 with that 1.72 ERA, but I think it could go to crap tonight because when both of these teams have faced each other in their career, Stripling has a 6.52 ERA in 7 starts. And Waka has 4.05 and 4 starts. So I like that initial look there. Where are we going at with number 2? Because if you're looking at these lines, a lot of minus 120 sitting out there today. So tread carefully, potentially.
Absolutely. My next play today is going to be the Astros. I like the Astros on the money line at the minus 120, and I like him at the +1. I like him on the run line at plus 134. Valdez has been solid. He's pitched very well. I don't necessarily trust Carrasco. I know the game is in New York, but Houston seems to perform pretty well in the state of New York outside of the back end of their bullpen. So my favorite play actually outside of the money line for Houston is the Houston first 5. I do like them on the money line at minus 118. First 5 money line for the Houston Astros minus 118 is the official play against the New York Mets at Citi Field.
The last time Carrasco faced Houston was in his last start. He got pulled after 2 1/3 innings after giving up 5 runs. He was listed as day-to-day the entire time until this start. Potentially, he could have been pulled from it. Looked like he tweaked something. Mets are saying he's good enough to go. They kind of need him since they don't have any more guys unless they're pulling up for the minors in the rotation. So this is where, unless Carrasco's just completely fine, you have to be leaning the Astros here. So I'm glad you are on it. We got Roger, who's trying to predict the play in the show. He's already fading Corbin, getting that extra assurance where they can be tied and he still cashes. Any thoughts on the Pirates at the Nats, everyone's favorite series of the midweek?
I mean, I want to fade Corbin. Obviously, we know that why Corbin is even getting pitching. Why he's even pitching is because of how much money he makes. He's like the third highest paid player on the entire payroll. I believe he's the second highest paid player on the payroll behind Strasburg. And both of them have actually just been absolutely terrible as far as like being healthy for Strasburg, and Corbin just fucking stinks at the end of the day. So for me, it's going to be, if I'm going to do anything, it'll be to fade Corbin and to actually go with the Pirates team total first 5, if not full game. It used to be really easy to fade, just about everybody in this pitching rotation for Washington, but I'm actually off the game personally. I'm not betting anything. I do, however, like I said, I do like the Pirates to have a good offensive showing today for certain.
Sosa, I'm putting my perfect record on the line. I guess it's a good thing my big ass head is covering the Phillies because so far we're 3-0 on Phil's games we bet this season.
So we're right back on it. We're back on it.
No, we're on the Braves money line at plus 108 on Wheeler Day.
So you're
I told you the Phils are going to have the juice the first game after Bryce is out of the lineup. Today, I think it's a first of the 3-game series with the Braves, and then they have Cardinals on deck. They took care of the games against the Padres. I just think this is a fade spot. The Braves coming off the off day, both teams are, but the Braves had the Sunday night game, so you get that mush angle out of the way by giving them the day off. Charlie Morin, the Braves are 11-3 so far, and the over is 11-3 in all of Charlie Morton starts. I don't think that comes through because we've seen the Phils without Bryce in the lineup. We don't like it. Everyone seems to be on Wheeler over K's. Just seems too easy. So I'm going to take the Braves at plus 110, and we're going to stop talking about that because that felt extremely gross to lock in today.
Oh Lord. My
trash on Tuesdays. Let me see. My book will tell me what it is. Where are they on Tuesdays?
My second play on the night.
2-9. Sure. Good shout out there.
Pretty bad on Tuesdays. My second play that I'm on for the night is going to be the Padres money line. It's a 2-game set against Arizona heading to LA. These little 2 games, these 2-game compressed small little series. I think that the Padres come out motivated to win. Gallen owned them the last time they faced them. I think that we fade Gallen tonight on our way to victory. I'm on the Padres money line at minus 112. I just like the matchup. And again, this little 2-game set, you kind of need it before you go ahead and play against LA, where you've been somewhat bad against that team. I think you need the 2 games against them. So I'm rolling with the Padres today on the money line at minus 112. It's my official play in the game. And can I get to the player prop real quick? We're going to run back.
Let's hear the player prop.
The Texas Rangers have allowed almost 0.8 stolen bases per game. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the same thing we did yesterday. We're going to take Whit Merrifield and Bobby Witt Jr. from the Kansas City Royals for a stolen base. It's going to be Whit Merrifield at plus 350 and Bobby Witt Jr. at plus 310. Split a unit, one of them hits. We're in the green for the night. That's my favorite player prop. Texas gives up a lot of stolen bases, and those 2 guys have gotten hot on the base pads over the last month. It's very encouraging for those 2. So again, that's Bobby Witt Jr. and Whit Merrifield. Whit Merrifield at plus 350, Bobby Witt Jr. at plus 310 to get a stolen base. Again, we hit on either of those, and it's a nice boost to your bankroll. Again, we're no one's
Spin dock.
I'm not afraid for the half. I'm not afraid to do a half unit each. You can do a quarter unit each. Again, at plus 300 or better, no one's telling you to put, an extended amount of your bankroll. I'm just letting you know what I've put on it.
I got one more look today, but before we get into that, did you see how the Nerfy got ruined in the day game today?
Nope, didn't touch it. I don't
There was
think I'll ever bet another Nerfy ever again.
bottom first, 2 outs, pop fly to left, dude loses it. The guy on first scores, and it fell between right and first, and the guy just scored from first. It was the easiest can of corn that he just lost in the sun.
Awesome. Well, that's why I'm never touching a Nerfy again. I got fucked on some of the wildest shit this season.
Yeah, that was by far the worst one I've seen.
Fuck that.
So, last play of the day for me today, I'm going to take the Rays on the money line at plus 110. Boz, he's earned my respect. I thought it was someone who's going to be fading. He's been showing out solid, especially in this one home start so far this season. Sure, if the Yankees hit him up a little bit, it is what it is. But Woodruff, he has been terrible in those 5 road starts. 8.14 ERA through his 21 innings. The over is 4-1 in his road start, so you could potentially be taking the over here. But with the way Boz is pitching and with a total of 7, that's juiced to the under minus 120. The Rays on the money line minus 110. There's no way that Woodruff doesn't come out this clean today.
Hey man, I'm with you.
Miles, I am sorry to hear that.
That was disgusting to say that. That was fucking. I'm now like seeing some tweets about it on my phone. I'm like, oh, okay, now I know why people were so sick about that. I see a lot of people on the Twins tonight. If best of luck to you. It's a double header, right? Because I think I just seen someone drop.
Yeah, the Guardians got the first one through. You have a weird pitching matchup in the second one because I was hoping the one spot that we love to play, it's hard to give it out on Daily Bread, is to back the home team when they dropped the first one of the doubleheader. Clearly, the Guardians got that one, so we couldn't go for that angle. Pillington versus Widner. Once I saw those 2 guys on the mound tonight, don't feel like investing my hard-earned money. I'll take that, Jer. Bet that exact score, and you have a good night.
So you're liking the under.
What else do we have? We have Cueto, who was trying. The White Sox were my lean. If I had to give out one for the today, I wanted to be on the Sox as dogs.
I'm on the Dodgers. I'm on the Dodgers team total. I know it's 6.5. I'm rocking with it. Official lean for me. I'm laddering them up to 9.5 runs. I think they can score a 10 today. I think get a good night's rest after that travel bullshit after Sunday night baseball yesterday. They just got caught in a really, really bad travel spot.
Yeah.
I expect for the Dodgers to play a much more motivated game and just game where they're engaged. They only had 3 hits, but again, people call it as an excuse. But when you fly from East Coast to elevation,
that was exactly why I wanted to be on the Rockies as dog yesterday. It just seemed too of a easy man, simple man narrative for why that would have happened. But sometimes, like we said, the square plays cash.
Absolutely, and when we tell you to stay off of something, we would prefer you be smart and stay off of it. But yeah, I'm not overextending myself today. Like I said, I gave you the 2 player props. I like one more player prop for the night before we get out of here. And that's Xander Bogaerts over 1.5 total bases at plus 135. So that's 3+ money plays and 3+ money props and 2 official plays. We're on the Padres money line and we're on the Red Sox Blue Jays over 9. Padres money line at minus 112. Red Sox Blue Jays over 9 at minus 115. Again, the 3 player props are Whit Merrifield Jr. over half a stolen base at plus 350. Bobby Witt Jr. over half a stolen base at plus 300. And the final play is Xander Bogaerts over 1.5 total bases at plus 135.
Braves money line plus 108. Rays money line minus 110. It's a pick'em night out there. A lot of MLB teams at the minus 130. The balls seem to be juice and flying out of the park yesterday. Let's see if that trend continues. We're right before the All-Star break. So like we said, probably next week we'll have to get creative with nothing to bet on. But that's today's episode of Daily Bread. We'll be back at you live tonight in about 2.5 hours to be breaking down the NFL. We'll have a roundtable edition, new cast and crew that joined us from last week, so definitely be tapping in. We have some new analysts making their debuts with their squad, so tap in for that later. Extra Dough with JD. He dropped an episode today on the Washington State quarterback. Is he really going to be the breakout player of the year? Because that's everyone's easy choice. 10 minutes, film breakdown, everything you need to know about who is probably the second best quarterback in the Pac-12.
Yes, sir. Y'all already know JD is the best of the best. If you're not rocking with him, by the end of the season, you guys will figure out that he's the best. He's the best at this college football shit. I'm just glad he's on our team, for real.
Yes, sir. So be tapping into that video right under the playlist where you watch Daily Bread at today. We appreciate everyone. Give us that like, retweet, subscribe, and tap in for the NFL Roundtable tonight. We out.